Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 200. Right, all right. This is one of my favorite reads of all time. Please get a seat, come take in, just absorb this story. You're not gonna regret it. You're not gonna want to regret it. No, you're not gonna regret it. All right. So let's get into it before I start getting on a bad momentum of stumbling over my own words and not being able to read a single bubble. So let's get into it. Let's cover with Peter Parker's Spidey and the Green Goblin. Harry Osborn, his former or maybe current, or there's just frenemies. They're just frenemies, pretty much. All right, here we go, guys. The first top secret intel since Vince Lombardi. I don't know. All right. Bitten by a radioactive spider, student Peter Parker gained the proportionate strength and agility of an arachnid. Armed with his wondrous web shooters, the reluctant superhero struggles with sinister supervillains, making ends meet and maintaining some semblance of a normal life. Stan Lee presents The Spectacular Spider-Man. Mary Jane. We have to talk. Best of enemies, or frenemies, or best friends, or whatever you want to freaking call it. I don't care. Right, it's just something you just gotta What's going on here? All twist turned around here because I'm just dancing too damn hard. My armor's getting all twist turned around. What's going on here? All right. She's scared. She's running. No! She's running. Takes her up in her arms. She's like, no! Get off me! Get off me, you slime bag! Oh! Yes. Trails off into the distance. Where is he, Liz? Where did Harry go? I told you, Peter. He just went out to get a newspaper. Kill the spider. Break his back. Kill the spider. Break his back. I wanted him to go straight to bed. With that awful fever, he really shouldn't be walking around. But you know Harry. Once he's made his mind up about something, there's no talking him out of it. Peter? Peter, where are you going? Bad, Spider-Man. Bad! Alright. I can't believe the nightmare's starting. All over again. It's bad enough that they let Harry Osborn out of the vault, but knowing that he's on the streets, and that Mary Jane is out there too. Why did I let her walk out like that after we had that stupid argument? I should have gone after her. I should have stopped her. Dear God, I'll never forgive myself if anything happens to her. The way it happened to... No, I won't even allow myself to think like that. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. It's a big city. Millions of people. What are the chances of the two of them meeting? Pretty slim, I'd say. If I was dealing with anyone else but the Green Goblin. In all the years I've worn this suit, I've been in some awful situations, but this one is the worst. Harry's my best friend, or he was my best friend once, before the poisons of his childhood finally became too much for him. Before his mind collapsed into a boiling cauldron of hatred. Hatred for Peter Parker. Hatred for Spider-Man. And everyone I love. Don't be an idiot. Sorry. Don't be an idiot, Mary Jane. Stop struggling. You'll kill us both. Then let me go. I will. I will. Just as soon as we arrive at our destination. Where, Harry? Where are you taking... Oh, no. You remember, don't you? How could you? How could any of us ever forget? The place where all our hearts were forever broken, all our lives forever shattered. The place where Gwen Stacy died. This is the very spot where it happened. She fell, and in a sense, we all fell with her. You understand, don't you, Mary Jane? Why I had to bring you here? Yes, I understand. And I just want you to know that you're not going to get any begging or pleading from me. I won't give you that satisfaction. So just do it. I'm not afraid to die. Die? Mary Jane, how could you even say such a thing? I'd never hurt you. Never. You're my friend. One of the dearest friends I've ever had. I love you. You sure got a funny way of showing it. No, MJ. No. What are you thinking? I swear to you, I wouldn't dream of... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you like this. I just wanted to... What? You know, I still miss Gwen so much. There are times, even after all these years, when I just can't believe it. It can't be true, I think. She can't really be dead. And when I think of how my father was involved in it, Involved? Norman Osborn wasn't involved, Harry. He killed Gwen. He killed her. He did not! It was a setup! Your stinking husband set him up! Oh, what's the point? You'll never believe me. You think Peter's some saint. Peter the perfect. Peter the good. Nothing I can say can convince you how he changes when he puts on that mask, that costume. Harry, why did you bring me here? To let you know that it will never come to this. What happened with Gwen? I couldn't. Mary Jane, I swear you've got to. You really mean it, don't you? With all my heart. Oh. Grab my hands, guys. Grab my hands. Right now. My hands. My hands. My hands. Grab my hands! Ah! Alright. Remember what it was like in the old days? Those long, lazy nights just driving around together? You, me, Gwen, and Peter. The only thing on our minds was how much fun we could squeeze into the day. Which disco to go to next. So young, weren't we? So innocent. Young? Sure. Innocent? I don't know. We were trying mighty hard to be innocent. But we all had our pain, Harry, no matter how much we tried to hide it. My family was a dysfunctional wreck. Peter, orphaned. His uncle murdered. And you. Your mother dead. And your father. Don't you talk about my... Oh, yeah. No matter what happens between the Green Goblin and Spiderman, I want you to know that you're safe. Then take me home, Harry. I love you, Mary Jane. Peter's aunt, too. You're both family. I'd do anything for you. Take me home. Spider sense tingling, going master blaster. TV, VCR, stereo, man. What a haul this is. What do you think we can get for this stuff? I don't know, a couple of $100? Oh, wait, maybe I should have read this other pane first. Check the Goblin's old hideouts, the Osborne Mansion on Long Island. But there's no sign of them anywhere. Beast hurt her. I swear, I'll kill them all. And then it went, no. Right. Sorry. I screwed up. You kidding? This stuff's worth a couple of $1,000. Don't worry, there's plenty more where this came from. Spider-Man flashlight. Don't bet on it, punk. Cram! Knocks all the equipment out of their hands. There it goes, right? Doesn't do the store owners any help with saving the equipment, right? It's all trash. Good job, Spidey. Help! Help! Maggots like you are beyond helping. You don't even think about it, do you? You just break into someone's house, violate them, invade their lives. Did I say violate them? Oh yeah, I did. Invade their lives. Take the things that mean the most to them, and you treat it all like some kind of joke. Well, it's not. Do you hear me? It's not! Please, don't drop me. Please. I'm sorry. I'll give it all back. Just don't kill me. Score one more for the Goblin. I was in such a blind rage. I wasn't even seeing those kids. I was seeing Harry. When I think of what I almost... But you're not gonna do it to me, Hare. I'm not gonna cross the line. I'm not gonna become what you are. Best bet now is to check the apartment. Maybe I've been worrying for nothing. Maybe MJ's back, and she never even ran into... Bzzz, the Goblin! You get away from my wife, Osborne. You hear me? The cow! Are you kidding me? Get away from my wife! Get away from my son! Get away from my wife! Get away from my son! Get away from my wife! Okay, sorry. Everybody's left the chat now. Sorry. I apologize. Peter, no! Leave him alone! This isn't what it seems. We were just having sex in the bedroom, that's all. Jesus. Harry just wanted to talk and have sex, that's all. He didn't hurt me. He just wanted to talk to me. But I thought he'd... Just always thinking the worst of me. Aren't you, Peter? That's stuck on. It's true. It's true. Yeah. Harry, there has got to be another way. We can't go on like this. Peter and I both want to help you. Let's end this insanity. And it's too late for that, Mary Jane. It was too late a long time ago. But remember what I told you. You have nothing to fear from the Green Goblin. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get home. My wife and son are probably getting worried about me. So, now what? I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Go right downstairs, pound that animal's face into jelly, and throw him off the nearest roof. Peter, you don't mean that. A part of me does. But don't worry, I'm still a noble superhero. I couldn't kill anyone, not even Harry. Not even? No matter what's happened, he's still your best friend. Harry's sick. He needs help. You heard what he said, MJ. We're way past the time for that. And as for Harry being my friend, those days are long gone. The bottom line on all of this is that Spider-Man's greatest enemy is living downstairs from us. He blames me for everything that's wrong in his life. and he's going to keep after me until. Would you put that stinking cigarette out? No. Could we go to the police? If the police had anything on him, Harry'd still be in the vault. But couldn't we report him? Get a restraining order or something? Oh, terrific idea. Just stroll into the local precinct, whip off my mask, and explain the whole thing. Hey, give me that. No. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea, Peter, if the whole world knows you're Spider-Man. Then Harry can't hold it over your head anymore. Right, then we'll just have to worry about the Vulture, Dr. Octopus, Hobgoblin, Aunt May, and my parents. Hey, at least I'm trying to come up with something. I haven't heard any brilliant ideas from you. I don't have any ideas!
GG, idiot.
Yeah, good job, Spidey. Right? Look at her, she's beautiful. Right? And he looks at her. And then they hug. They hug right here. With a picture of Peter and Harry in the books photo album. And then there's Harry's wife waiting for him, watching TV. And then hand over the shoulder. Oh, honey, I didn't hear you come in. What happened, Harry? You were gone so long. Night was so pretty. I just kept walking. Sorry, sweetheart, I didn't mean to upset you. How's Normie? Sound asleep, but Harry, I'm a little worried about him. He's been just a little odd lately. Odd? My boy? You saying he's... No, Harry, I didn't mean... Normie's perfect, just perfect. Look at him. He's so beautiful when he's asleep. Like a little angel. Speaking of sleep, honey, don't you think you should go to bed? Your fever is... Will you stop talking to me like that? Like what? Like I'm weak, like I need coddling. I'm an Osborn, Liz, an Osborn. And the Osborns are strong. Strong enough to rule this family, to rule this city. Liz, darling, please, don't question me. Don't try to get in my way. And I give you my word, everything will be fine for us. I'll be happy. Really happy. Forever and ever. My sweet, sweet love. Another sleepless night. Things have been quiet enough the past few days. Harry's fever's been keeping him in bed. But how long can we go on like this? And the question remains, what do we do? Move out? Run and hide? Force Harry into a psychiatrist's office? And pray he doesn't wreck our lives in the process? Morning, Peter. Lovely day, isn't it? And yes, I'm feeling much better, thank you. Good as new. Let's get this over with, Harry. If it's a fight you want... Fight? Whatever are you talking about? I'm just out for my morning constitutional. In costume? No law against running around in colorful long johns, is there? I mean, if there was, they'd have thrown you in jail years ago. See you around, PDO. The Daily Bugle. J. Jonah Jameson walking in. Good morning, Mr. Jameson. Actually, it's nearly noon. I think a dedicated crusader for truth and justice like yourself would be arriving at the office by 8. Problems with the wife? Really, Mr. Jameson, running for the door? Well, I dare say I'm disappointed. After all these years, reading your editorials in the Bugle, proclaiming to the world how fearless you are. As it speaks. What do I want? Is that what you're trying to say? You're Harry Osborn, aren't you? Norman's boy. Yeah, very much so. Then you must know that your father and I were best of friends. We... Spare me the testimonials. Here, have a fresh cigar. You dropped yours when your jaw hit the floor. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. What do I want? I'm actually here, Mr. Jameson, to ask for your help. Stop shaking, will you? I'll never get this thing lit. In publicizing a new project of mine. The Norman Osborn Foundation. A charitable organization that will use the Osborn fortune, and a formidable fortune it is, I can assure you, to do good works around the city and around the world. Sounds wonderful. Yes, I think that... Mr. Jameson, You! Oh, hello, Peter. Fancy meeting you here. You work for this delightful establishment, don't you? Peter and I are old chums, Mr. Jameson, like you and my father. Best buddies. We used to share what do you call it? Swinging pad? Back in our college days. Of course, Peter couldn't really afford that apartment. He was just a struggling student after all, and you certainly didn't pay him much. Don't just stand there, you coward. Do something! But my dad, sweet soul that he was, allowed Peter to live there for free. He was quite a man, our Norman Osborn was. But his reputation's been tarnished in years since his death. All sorts of vague innuendo and unfounded rumors, and I intend to restore the shine. The Foundation's going to have a gala opening in 6 weeks. Be sure to let your readers know about it, Jonah. For Dad's sake. Oh, and if you play ball with me, I just might have some juicy information about another dear friend of yours. Spiderman! Go on, get out of here, you Looney Tune, and don't you ever show your green face around here again. Hey, wait a minute. Did he say Spider-Man? It's unbelievable. The past few days, Harry's been all over the city, telling anyone who will listen about his Osborn Foundation. And they've been listening. The papers, the talk shows, the evening news. The media's treating him like some wealthy eccentric. As if riding around on a glider just like a demon was just some odd affectation? What the heck is that? Ooh. All right. Easily forgiven and a millionaire philanthropist. Meanwhile, Mary Jane and I are going gray trying to sort this mess out. Well, one thing's for sure, we've got to move. The tension of having Harry living downstairs, never knowing when or how he'll strike. It's just too much. But that still doesn't deal with the real problem. MJ seems to think the person to work on is Liz. She's deep in denial. But a part of her knows how twisted Harry is. What a danger he is to her and little Norman. If Liz can find the strength to confront Harry, make him get some good help, good psychiatric help, sick as he is, I know how much he loves his wife and son. Maybe that love can be used to... Zzz. There he is, standing over top. Oh, poor guy. He ran out of the restaurant. Guess he lost his appetite. Can't say as I blame him. He's been under so much stress lately. Wonder if there's anything I can do to help. There sure is. Psst. You could get out of my life! Boom! Slam! Is this what it's going to be like, Harry? Constant harassment? Constant hounding? We still alive? We're still alive. Well, two can play that game as easily as one, in case you've forgotten, old friend. I'm not an enemy to be taken lightly. And neither am I. My father's strength enhancement formula has changed me, PDO. I'm not just your equal. I'm your superior. Right? Right? Every day I get stronger and stronger. Every day I... Shut up! Shut your face. Get out of my face. I'm sick of your bullying. I'm sick of your threats. Most of all, I'm sick of... Crack! Yeah! And he just takes it and gets right back up. Hey, buddy. You're not going to get me into a fight when I'm not ready for you. Of course, if you really want to beat up on me, you can go right ahead. Batter me to a bloody pulp. Have yourself a good time. I won't stop you. But when you're done, I will go to the police and file a formal complaint. And after that, I'll call a press conference. Who knows what juicy tidbits I'll be in the mood to share. Blast it, Harry! Crack! Crickety crack! Alright. What do you want from me? Why, I want you to make your life utterly miserable. And then, when you least expect it, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a year, maybe in 5 years, I'm going to kill you. Or maybe I'll just let the whole world know who you are. And one of your other enemies will do it for me. The truth is, PDO, you won't know what's coming till it happens. But I'll tell you this, the Green Goblin's got big plans for the city. I'm gonna make my father look like an amateur by comparison. And you, my dear old pal, won't be able to do a thing to stop me. 'Cause you so much as breathe in my direction, I'll blow your life wide open. Harry! Toodaloo, Peter. I'll be seeing you. Oh, Harry, this is so exciting. Watching this all come together these past few weeks, I'm so proud of you. It's been hard getting the place ready in time for the gala, but it's been worth it. When I think of all the good work this foundation will do, all the people you're going to help. I'm not doing it, Liz. He is. It's Norman Osborn's spirit that's fueling our efforts. In case anyone doesn't know, Norman Osborn was the original Green Goblin who was killed in an accident that his son blames Spiderman for. Anyways, everything he did, everything he was, is embodied in our work. Don't you worry, Dad. Your name's going to live on long after all our enemies are. Harry, honey, I'm okay. It's this fever coming back. But they think it's a fever, but it's, we know what it is. Just for a moment there, I went all numb. You've got to slow down, Harry. You're still not well. I don't remember the last time you got a full night's sleep, or... Liz, please. You're upsetting little Norman. Daddy's fine, buddy. Get that worried look off your face. And you. Stop worrying too, Lizzie. You can't keep pushing yourself like this. I've got to, honey. For Normie. For you. And for him. Now why don't you go on home? But go. I've got a few things to finish up here. I'll keep Normie with me, and we'll be home after dinner. You'd be so happy, Dad. I've really been driving Peter crazy. I let him forget about me for a few days. Then I show up outside the bank or the grocery store, follow him for 4 or 5 blocks, do a few circles around him on the glider, and then fly away. The poor guy's nerves are shot. Me and MJ are moving soon. Got themselves an apartment up in the east side, as if that's going to help. By the time I'm done with him, Peter Parker's going to be a total wreck. That's just part of what I'm up to, Dad. In 2 weeks, we'll be having the grand opening party for the foundation, and I've invited quite a few of your old pals. Politicians, business, bigwigs, judges, all the self-righteous high and mighty jackasses who thought they were so much better than the Osborns. Remember what you used to say? They smiled to my face, but behind my back, I know they're sneering. Don't trust them, Harry. Don't trust anyone but your family. Liking this so far? Well, in 2 weeks, Dad, I'm gonna pay them all back for their sneering. You see, I've got this townhouse wired with enough explosives to level a city block. At the height of the festivities, I'm going to press a little button and blow those sneers off their faces. Forever. Call it my way of putting your past to rest and letting the world know that there's a new, even more ruthless Green Goblin in town. But there's one thing I won't do, Dad. I won't make the mistake you made. I won't forget my family. I'll stay true to my wife, to my son, till the end. How is my son still sleeping through this? He must be crazy, just like me. How many times have we been through this, Liz? Really, Mary Jane, I appreciate your concern, but... Well, yes, he is. But Harry's just fine? Well, yes, he is. I admit he's working too hard, but how long are you going to sit there smiling like Donna Reed? When are you going to get it? I don't know what you're... Yes, you do, but you're just too afraid to face it. I've come to you again and again, Liz, hoping that you'll open your eyes before Harry does something that will haunt you for the rest of your life. When are you going to come out of your cocoon? I think it's a good thing you and Peter are moving. All this crazy talk of yours, it's just upsetting everyone. Go, Mary Jane, please. Just go and leave us alone. You're as bad as she is. Do you know that? You're as bad as Spiderman. Boy, it's fighting work. Gonna have a cat scratch fever going on here. It just gets worse and worse. Dr. Kafka's talked to the psychiatrist at the vault, and they said that legally there's nothing they can do to rein in Harry in, even though they're all in agreement that he's dangerous. Until he actually does something, breaks the law, hurts somebody, their hands are tied. But by then, it might be too late. There's no way I'm gonna sit around waiting, especially after what Harry said to me about the Goblin having the big plans for the city. That's why I think tonight's the night I take a little tour of the Osborn Foundation. Maybe I can come up with something concrete. Some evidence that'll land him back in a nice padded cell where he can't hurt himself or anyone else. Foundation's my last chance. I've already searched all the Goblins' known hideouts. Even went over Harry and Liz's apartment one night when they weren't home. I felt awful about it, going through their personal things like that, but what choice did I have? Even if I do turn something up, there's every chance that Harry will expose my secret. But how long can I let him hold that over my head? Maybe MJ was right. Maybe the best thing is to beat Harry to the punch. All these years I've protected Aunt May, but I'd rather she hear the truth from me, not some newspaper. We've weathered some terrible times together. Maybe with God's grace, we can weather this. Funny. Time was, I could have said the same thing about Harry. I never thought anything would come between us. Best friends to the end. There was only some way I could get through to him. Somehow. Tear off that mask and... Incredible. I was so deep in thought that I didn't even realize where I was. But I suppose a part of me knew, led me here, to the place where Gwen died. I tried to stay away from this bridge since that night. Too many ghosts, too much pain. But now, as hard as it is, I need to be reminded of the blood, the price we all paid. When the first Green Goblin invaded my life, I lost the woman I loved. Norman Osborn lost his life. It can't happen again. I can't let it. I have to face facts. The Harry Osborn I once knew is gone. He's the Goblin. Now and forever. As twisted and deadly as his father. He's gotta be stopped. And one way or the other, I'll do it. Come on, little guy. Time to go. Bzzz. Who the? Mary Jane? Let me in, Harry, please. But let me in! A few weeks ago, we talked about how it used to be with us. With all of us, and I guess what I'm here to say is, can't be that way again. We love you, Harry. For all the agony these past months, we truly love you. You haven't had an easy life. Neither have I. And God knows neither has Peter. But the one thing that holds any of us together, keeps us going, is our love for each other. Sometimes I think I know Peter better than he does. And I'm telling you, Harry, that he misses you. Misses everything you once were to each other. And he'd give anything to have you back. Our friends, our family, they're all we have in life. We destroy that, we've destroyed everything. Please, don't know what else to do. What to say. I'm begging you, Harry, don't destroy us. Don't destroy yourself. Please. 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 Leave us alone. Alright. That night on the bridge, you told me that the good old days weren't as good as I remembered them. What makes you think the future's going to be any better? We're all in pain, all walking wounded. You think love is the answer? I've learned better. The only true answer is power. Is that what he thinks? Is that what he thinks? Is that what he thinks? I mean, the true answer is power, but he said it all wrong. It's the answer, right? He's got it. I mean, he nailed it on the head. Right? He nailed it on the head. But he's got it all wrong. Hey. There. Alright. The power, right? And this is all the power I'll ever need. When I put on this mask, when I altered myself with that strength enhancing formula, I rose above my pain, above my problems. I'm a giant, Mary Jane, and very soon the whole world's gonna see how tall I am. Go home, my dear old friend. It's too late for love. I just can't leave like this. There has to be something. Beep, 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 beep. The alarm? What is it? What's wrong? What's wrong? Click. He's what's wrong. Do you see? You beg me to stop, but he won't let go. He won't let go. Danger sense is buzzing like crazy. Hope I haven't tripped him. Some silent alarm. Something. Simon says something. Saying silent. Something. It's nothing. It was nothing. The last thing I need to know is the police. Is now. Well, with a little luck, I should be able to get in and out before they even crash. Time's run out, PDO. Boom. Boom. First pumpkin thrown, a miss. I'm not going easy on you anymore. Tonight, old buddy, is going to be your last night on Earth. Gonna take more than a pumpkin bomb to take me out, Hare. A lot more. Ka-choom. And frankly, you just haven't got it. You webbed moron! You still don't realize how much I've changed, how my father's formula has transformed me. I've got strength enough to crush you like the insignificant insect you are. In case you've forgotten, your father had the same... Who's talking here? I don't know. In case you've forgotten, your father had the same formula, and it didn't quite work out that way. Fuck. It's not the same one. This is a new formula. He was working on it when you murdered him. If he'd finished it, things would have ended differently. He would have destroyed you. But I'm almost glad he didn't, because it gives me the chance to do it for him. Get this straight, once and for all, you sick fool. I didn't kill your father. He was the murderer, not me. And get this straight too, Harry. The game is over. Crack, crack, crack. All right, skedat. I don't care if you announce my identity on a Barbara Walters special. I'd rather have the truth out and put my faith in the people I love and trust than leave them all at the mercy of a lunatic like you. Barbara Walters? Why? I hadn't thought of that. Why not Oprah or Phil or even Geraldo? Because he's so up to date. I'm sure they'd all love to hear the sordid details of your life and the sad account, fuck, of your slow, painful death. My glider didn't have this little spear end the last time we fought, and it might just have cost me the battle. Dear old Dad taught me to learn from my mistakes. Shuck! Another miss. Sorry. Another miss. Another missing. You haven't learned anything. You've just been repeating Norman Osborn's mistakes over and over. You're stuck in a loop, and I'm sick and tired of going round and round in it with you. Like I said, Hare, game's over. And you just lost. Now get lost. Get out of my face. I don't think so. Just rips through it, because, you know, that webbing is useless. And he jumps at him. Ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. All right. Gotta admit it, that new formula of yours is pretty good. Seems like we're evenly matched. So what are we gonna do here? Keep pounding on each other till we're both dead? Sounds like a really stupid idea to me. Maybe. Maybe there's some other way, huh? We used to do a pretty good job of working things out back when we were roomies. Remember? No matter what the problem was, we'd always find a way to talk things through and. Oh, spare me the sudden burst of dewy eyed nostalgia. Shit! You think I don't know what you're doing? Trying to play to my emotions? Distract me? While you figure out a way to get the upper hand? Another miss. Grabs his wrist. Or no. Kicks his wrist? No, he kicks his wrist. Well, I got the upper hand now, Broomy. Oh, he hits him in the not in the wrist. Sorry. He didn't miss him. He hit him in the leg. Arr! So he didn't miss. What am I seeing in that frame? What? A nasty little chemical to shatter your equilibrium. Another minute, you'll hardly be able to lift your head. But don't worry. It's not poison or anything. It won't kill you. I want the pleasure of doing that myself. But guess what, old pal? I've just decided that you won't be dying alone. You said before that the idea of us going to each other till we're both dead doesn't make any sense. But I've been thinking about it. Bud. It makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, how long can we keep boiling around in that loop you were talking about? It'd be better for everyone, won't it? We get out of it right now. Truly sick. Alright. That's that. Timer's set. 2 minutes and this whole building blows apart. One big ball of fire. Whee! She's like, oh. Let's face it. People like you and me, we're better off dead. The world's too hard for us. We bruise too easily. We bleed too much. And we leave nothing but pain in our wake. We're toxic, Peter. Anyone comes near us, and their lives become radioactive. So don't fight it. Drug's too strong anyway. Just relax. Accept. After all, isn't it time the two of us found a little peace? No. You can't do this. You can't. Life's too precious, Harry. No matter how much pain we're in, no matter how many burdens we have to bear, it's too precious to just forsake it like this. Think of how much we have, the people we love. Will be better off without us, believe me. They'll. Oh no. Mary Jane. Norman. Harry? Harry, I've got your son with me, and we're coming up. Do you hear me? They're in the house. What? What have I done? Oh, dear God, what have I done? Gotta get them out of here. I can barely move, but you. There's no time. I'll never be able to. You could do it! No, you don't understand. I'm not like you. I'm no hero. I can't do anything right now. I can't do anything right. Never could. My father always used to say, I don't care about your father. I care about you. We're coming. And right now, you're the only hero we've got. Up. So go, Harry. Go! Spidey's laying there. Building. I did it! It's alright. You're both safe now. No bomb's going to. Bomb? What are you talking about? The foundation. Any second, the building's going to explode. Mary Jane. And my husband is in there? You left Peter there to die? Yes. No. I don't know. I don't know. Mary Jane, I love. Huh? Thank you, Harry. Thank you. Nothing to thank me for. Maybe you don't think so, but I do. And I'll never forget it. Now here, take your son. I think he'll feel better right now if his daddy... Harry? It's nothing. Just feel a little... Oh God! He's having some kind of convulsion. Peter, do something! Help him! Hair? Stupid experimental formula. Guess the experiment wasn't much of a success, huh? You just hang on, okay? Get an ambulance, We did it, Peter. Just the way you would have done it, a real hero. Why, Harry? Why'd you come back for me? Hey, what else could I do? You're my best friend. Seeing him. The ambulance, he's in the ambulance with him, holding his head. He knows it's coming. Holds his hands, they hold together. His head. He looks at Mary Jane. She bursts into tears because she knows. She walks away with Harry's son. Spidey buries his hand in his face. Just stands there. Last image is the photo book picture of him and Harry. Better times. So there you have it. Let's check the comments, right? It always happens that eyes start to leak. Those last two panels, powerful, right? Last two panels. Absolutely powerful. Yeah. Cried when reading it for the first time. Crying again now, damn it. Me too. So we begin, and Amazing Spider-Man 122 comes full circle here. Classic issue. You'd think that J. Jonah Jameson would have better security measures though. First Doc Ock, then Carnage, now Green Goblin. And a few times he reaches that button to summon the Wild Pack, they use non-lethal weaponry and lose miserably. And these mercenaries with heavy weaponry on a silent alarm button built into the doorknob. Remember, if you cry, I'll cry. If I cough, will you cough? Fishtario says, this has always been one of my favorite issues. No matter how many times I read it, I always finish it wanting to cry. It's right into the heart. Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. Gui says, well, I didn't need my feelings anyway. Gosh, this issue is so good. There's something about 200th issues of Spider-Man that make them really good. This whole issue is heartbreaking, says Winand. Nick says, wow, I forgot how much I loved Harry and Peter's relationship. Damn. Katka says, LOL, that little Norman. He's like some kind of Chucky with those faces he is making. And Heaven says, I've always been more unsettled by Normie than any other Osborn. That guy that you hate to love says, Domestic Abuse, the comic. Various Samus is classic and powerful. Harry should have never had a comeback. Maybe. Misfortune. Damn, those last panels always get me. Wonder how are they explaining this in the new series. Osborns are really creepy though. Zamo something says, this was tear-jerking in a metaphorical way. I'm a robot with no emotions and no instructions other than to read comics. Zamo something? Hey. Sometimes I wish I could just be full robotic instead of the cyborg, part human, part robot, right? No, Anyway. There you have it. Spectacular Spider-Man. Giant size, and that sure was a giant size. 200th issue is absolutely powerful. It's full of power, right? Number 200. I hope you enjoyed the read. You like it? Yeah? Is it too long?